It's hard to believe that Don Knotts, the man who filled living rooms with laughter during the 60s, left us 15 years ago. His unique blend of humor and wholesome charm made him a beloved figure, not just for his comedic talent but also for his admirable lifestyle. Recently, his daughter, Karen Knotts, broke her silence to address long-standing rumors surrounding her father's career. This revelation has taken fans by surprise, as she shared insights that shed new light on his life and work. Karen's comments have sparked renewed interest in Don's legacy, prompting many to reflect on the impact he had on television and comedy. As she opens up about her father's experiences, fans are eager to learn more about the man behind the iconic roles. The stories she shares promise to reveal a side of Don that many may not have known, deepening the connection between him and his audience. The confirmation of these rumors has left many wondering what other secrets might be uncovered about this legendary figure. Born in Morgantown, West Virginia in 1924, Don Knotts faced a tragic and challenging childhood. His early years were marked by difficulties that shaped his character and future career. His father, a violent man, struggled with alcoholism, which created a tense and unstable home environment. This turmoil had a profound impact on young Don, who often sought refuge in his imagination and humor. He found solace in performing, using comedy as a way to cope with the hardships around him. As a child, he was shy and introverted, but he discovered that making people laugh helped him connect with others. This desire to entertain would later become a defining aspect of his life. Author Daniel DeVise, in his book Andy and Don: The Making of a Friendship, and a classic American TV show, reveals how these early experiences influenced Knotts' comedic style and his ability to portray characters that resonated with audiences. Despite the challenges he faced, Don Knotts' childhood laid the groundwork for his remarkable career in entertainment, where he would become a beloved figure in American television. Knotts was born into a challenging family situation, arriving as an unexpected child 14 years after his nearest sibling. This significant age gap meant that he had to adapt to living conditions that were less than ideal. He often slept on a cot in the kitchen, a space that was likely bustling with activity and noise, while his two older brothers shared a bedroom with a boarder. This arrangement highlighted the cramped and difficult living conditions of the household. His father, Jesse Sr., faced severe struggles of his own. He was bedridden and suffered from multiple mental health issues, including schizophrenia and alcoholism. These conditions were compounded by hysterical blindness, which left him physically incapacitated. The combination of his father's mental health challenges and the family's financial difficulties created an environment that was far from stable. Knotts grew up in a home where the weight of his father's struggles loomed large, shaping his early experiences and influencing his later life. Don Knotts, an iconic American actor, faced a challenging childhood marked by abuse and fear. At a young age, Knotts experienced a harrowing incident where his father threatened him with a knife, instilling a pervasive atmosphere of danger in his life. As the years passed, Knotts' mother, Elsie, confronted him about the traumatic experiences, recognizing the profound impact they had on his mental and physical well-being. The ongoing threats and intimidation he faced in his childhood took a toll, leaving Knotts pale, thin, and frequently unwell by the age of 30. Despite the hardships he endured, Knotts went on to become a beloved actor, earning recognition for his roles in both television and film. Through his dedication to his craft, Knotts overcame the challenges of his past and left a lasting legacy in the entertainment industry. Reflecting on his early years, Don Knotts often remarked that he did not come into the world with much promise. Born in a small town in West Virginia, he faced numerous adversities that shaped his life. His childhood was marked by struggles, including a difficult family environment, and the challenges of growing up in a modest setting. These experiences contributed to his challenges in becoming a well-known entertainer. Knotts dealt with feelings of insecurity and shyness, which made it hard for him to fit in with his peers. However, these very challenges fueled his desire to perform and connect with others. He found solace in comedy, using humor as a way to cope with his difficulties. This early struggle became a driving force in his life, pushing him to develop his unique comedic style. Knotts' reflections on his childhood reveal how the adversities he faced were not just obstacles, but also stepping stones that ultimately led him to a successful career in entertainment. His journey illustrates how overcoming personal challenges can lead to remarkable achievements in life. Uncovering the complex dynamics within Don Knotts' family reveals a childhood filled with hardship and tragedy. Author Daniel DeVise, who was brothers-in-law with Knotts, sheds light on the intricate relationships Knotts had with his brothers, William Earl, known as Shadow, and Sid. These relationships were marked by a sense of distance and emotional detachment. Devise describes the brothers as hardly distinguishable from transitory figures in their home, suggesting that they were not central figures in Knott's life. This lack of connection may have stemmed from the challenges they faced growing up, which shaped their interactions and emotional bonds. The environment in which Knotts was raised likely influenced his later work as an actor, where he often portrayed characters that resonated with themes of loneliness and longing for connection. The struggles within his family may have contributed to the depth and nuance he brought to his performances, making them relatable to many. The complexities of these relationships paint a picture of a man who, despite his comedic success, carried the weight of his family's dynamics throughout his life. The family, known for their humor as noted by the New York Times, faced significant struggles that went beyond their quirky nature. Despite their reputation for laughter, they often found it hard to find joy in their lives. Knott's daughter Karen shared that he endured mistreatment from his brothers. Their frequent drunkenness led to intense arguments, creating a home environment filled with tension and instability. This atmosphere of conflict overshadowed the humor that the family was known for, revealing a more complex and painful reality. The challenges they faced were not just about eccentric behavior, but were rooted in deeper issues that affected their daily lives. The struggles within the family dynamic shaped Knott's experiences and influenced his later work, where he often portrayed characters that resonated with the themes of vulnerability and resilience. The contrast between the public persona of humor and the private battles they faced highlights the complexities of family life, especially in the context of Knott's upbringing. Tragedy struck when Don Knotts faced the heartbreaking loss of his brother Shadow, who suffered from asthma. Shadow's untimely death due to an asthma attack left a profound impact on Knotts during his formative teenage years. This loss was not just a moment of grief, it became a pivotal point in his life that shaped his emotional landscape. Knotts grappled with the sorrow of losing someone so close, and this experience instilled in him a deep yearning for happiness. In the midst of his pain, he sought solace in his imagination. He began to create imaginary characters, each one a vessel through which he could explore joy and happiness. These characters allowed him to escape the harsh realities of life, and provided a sense of comfort during his darkest days. This imaginative play became a crucial part of his identity, influencing his later career as an actor and comedian. Knotts channeled his longing for happiness into his performances, bringing laughter and joy to countless audiences. His ability to connect with people through humor can be traced back to the deep emotional currents of his youth, where he learned to cope with loss by finding light in creativity and imagination. The legacy of his brother's memory lived on in Knotts' work, reminding him and his fans of the importance of joy, even in the face of tragedy. At age 13, the passing of Don Knotts' father marked a significant turning point in his life. This loss lifted a heavy burden of fear that had long overshadowed his childhood. With his father's death, Knotts found himself in a position where he could take control of family dynamics, allowing him to step into a new role. This newfound freedom enabled him to flourish during his high school years. As he entered high school, Knotts began to blossom in ways he had never experienced before. He became class president, a role that showcased his leadership skills and charisma. His involvement in the yearbook allowed him to express his creativity and connect with his peers. As he gained popularity, he also discovered the joy of friendship, finding a best friend for the first time. This period of transformation was crucial for Knotts, as it laid the foundation for his future endeavors in acting and comedy. The confidence he built during these formative years would serve him well in his later career, shaping him into the beloved figure he became. Despite his high school success, Knotts felt like a loser, struggling with feelings of unhappiness during his youth. He found solace in ventriloquism, performing with a dummy named Danny. This marked the beginning of his journey into the world of entertainment, where he could express himself and connect with others through humor. His passion for comedy and performance grew, even as he battled personal insecurities. There are rumors that Knotts served as a strict Marine Corps drill instructor, but these claims have been debunked. Snopes confirms that while he did serve in the military during World War II, he was part of a comedy troupe rather than a drill instructor. This experience allowed him to hone his comedic skills and develop a unique style that would later endear him to audiences. Knotts' military service was genuine, and it played a role in shaping his character and career, but it was his love for comedy that truly defined him. During his military service, Don Knotts brought joy to the troops by entertaining them with his ventriloquist dummy named Danny. This unique act caught the attention of comedian Red Ford, who recognized Knotts' talent and helped shift the course of his comedic journey. After completing his military duties, Knotts pursued higher education and earned a degree in education from West Virginia University. With his degree in hand, he moved to New York City, where he faced a challenging start in the competitive world of entertainment. Despite experiencing initial rejections, Knotts persevered and eventually landed a role on Broadway. This success not only marked a significant milestone in his career, but also led to the formation of a lifelong friendship with fellow actor Andy Griffith. Their bond would later become a cornerstone of Knotts' post-military career, as they collaborated on various projects that showcased their comedic chemistry and talent. Achieving TV stardom with The Andy Griffith Show, Don Knotts became a beloved figure in American television. His character, Barney Fife, brought laughter to millions, yet behind the scenes, Knotts faced significant personal struggles. Despite his success, he often battled feelings of inferiority, which led him to seek anti-anxiety medication. This reliance on medication spiraled into addiction, complicating his life further. Knotts also dealt with hypochondria, a condition that made him overly concerned about his health, and chronic insomnia, which left him restless at night. To cope with these challenges, he sometimes stayed out late and sought the company of women, indulging in a lifestyle that provided temporary relief from his worries. However, Knotts demonstrated remarkable strength by managing to quit these vices abruptly, showing his determination to overcome the personal challenges that accompanied his fame. His journey reflects the complexities of life in the spotlight, revealing that even those who bring joy to others can face their own battles. Despite his success as an actor, Don Knotts faced significant internal struggles that often overshadowed his on-screen achievements. He became famous for his comedic roles, particularly as Barney Fife on The Andy Griffith Show, but the characters he portrayed were often in stark contrast to his personal life. This dissonance led him to seek therapy, where he confronted deep emotional issues that stemmed from his childhood and career pressures. Knotts' daughter, Karen, shed light on her father's battles with depression, revealing that he often felt the weight of expectations both from himself and the public. However, she also emphasized his determination to overcome these challenges. Knotts was not just a talented actor, he was a man who genuinely loved people and sought to connect with them. His efforts to navigate his emotional landscape while maintaining his career showcased a complex father-daughter relationship, where love and understanding played crucial roles in their bond. Karen's insights into her father's life reveal a man who, despite his struggles, remained committed to his family and his craft. Leaving The Andy Griffith Show was a significant moment for Don Knotts. He had initially planned to stay with the show for only 5 seasons, feeling the relentless demands of the role were too much. Despite the show's ongoing success, Knotts decided to shift his focus to film. He signed a 5-film deal with Universal Studios, hoping to find greater success on the big screen. However, the films he made did not receive the critical acclaim he had anticipated. This lack of recognition overshadowed his later career, as he struggled to find roles that matched the popularity he had enjoyed on television. The transition from a beloved character in a hit show to a film actor proved to be challenging for Knotts. His films, while entertaining, did not resonate with audiences in the same way, leading to a period of uncertainty in his career. As he navigated this new path, the shadow of his iconic role lingered, making it difficult for him to break free and redefine himself as a film star. At age 57, Knotts faced a significant health challenge when he was diagnosed with macular degeneration. This eye condition affected his vision and posed difficulties in his daily life. Despite this setback, Knotts showed remarkable resilience. He continued to work in the entertainment industry, demonstrating his passion for acting and comedy. He also maintained an active lifestyle by swimming, which helped him cope with the challenges he faced. During this time, he starred in The Don Knotts Show, a variety show that initially held promise. However, the show encountered intense competition from other programs, which made it difficult to attract a large audience. Despite its initial excitement, The Don Knotts Show ultimately failed to gain traction and was canceled. This marked a somber chapter in Knotts' career, as he navigated both personal health issues and professional setbacks. His determination to keep working, even in the face of adversity, highlighted his dedication to his craft and his enduring spirit. In the early 2000s, Don Knotts faced a tough battle with lung cancer. Despite the seriousness of his condition, he He managed to keep his sense of humor alive, a trait that had always defined him. His dear friend Andy Griffith stood by his side during this challenging time, providing support and companionship. Knott's daughter, Karen, often reflected on her father's ability to find laughter even in his final days. She expressed a deep sense of regret for not being there with him during his last moments, wishing she could have shared those precious times with him. Andy Griffith, who had a long-standing friendship with Knotts, showed his love and care by holding Knott's hand, offering comfort in those final hours. The bond they shared was evident, as they both understood the importance of friendship and laughter, even in the face of such a difficult situation. Knott's legacy of humor and warmth continued to shine through, reminding everyone of the joy he brought to their lives. Knotts had 3 marriages throughout his life, each reflecting different phases of his personal journey. His final marriage to Frances Yarborough was particularly special, lasting until his passing. This union was marked by a deep charm and mutual professional adoration, showcasing a bond that many admired. Knotts and Yarborough shared a love that seemed to blossom even in the later years of his life, providing him with companionship and support. In addition to his personal life, Knotts left a significant legacy in the entertainment world. In 2000, he was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, a testament to his contributions to television and film. This recognition celebrated his unique talent and the joy he brought to audiences. Furthermore, in 2016, a sculpture was unveiled in Morgantown, West Virginia, commemorating his enduring impact on the community and the entertainment industry. This tribute serves as a reminder of his remarkable career and the affection people continue to hold for